Hey, good morning. Welcome to the faith part of Create on my channel. I am Candace Madrid, and I gave 16 years of my life to the corporate world as a creative professional, from intern to creative director. Creative director was the last position I held before the Lord took me out of the corporate world. And in last year, in 2024, He took me out of the corporate world and has me now stewarding a creative service company for him. It's a been a journey. That's a whole story in itself. But this morning I woke up with just really wanting to share some scripture with my fellow creatives, because the journey that I was on when I was in the world, creating for the world, to be accepted by the world, there was just some hard, things that I went through as a designer, as a photographer. And even though, even though the world did give me validation and things like that, there was always still something missing. And now I know, what it was going through what I went through last year, and this year, continuing to grow in the talents that the Lord gave me, right? So I just want to share. There's really two scriptures that are just standing out to me this morning. The first one is Exodus 35:35. This is from the NIV. And it says, God has filled them with skill to do all kinds of work as engravers, designers, embroiderers, and weavers, all of them skilled workers and designers. So God equips creatives with divine skills. Like, how cool is that, right? And I know for me, like when I was growing up, I don't want to age myself here, but I graduated in 2002 from a very small town, middle of nowhere, West Texas. The high school that I graduated from didn't even have an art program. But I knew in my heart when I was 16 that I was going to be a creative professional. I just knew. I don't know how I knew. Now I know how I knew. But at that time, it was just like, no, this is happening. I'm going to figure it out. And my school counselor was amazing. She saw the passion and the love that I had for, like, this is going to be my future. And she helped me, with receiving art credits and kind of getting on that path. So to me, and I'll be, reading the book of Exodus for me really did just open my mind to kind of taking me out of working for the world and truly, working for the Lord, right? And even if you are still in corporate, or even if you are called to be in corporate, I don't want to say still, because there are people that are called to be there in the corporate settings. He really started working on me, I want to say in 2023. The corporate environment that I was in at the time was very toxic, and what's so wild is that is what really got me kind of leaning in more into the word, because I just felt surrounded by this toxic environment and just didn't know what to do, who to turn to. So getting into scripture for me is what really helped me get through that. And there was a scripture that really helped me get through that time. And it was, let me find it real quick. Because there was a situation that I didn't agree. Well, it's not that I didn't. It was that they brought me in to this, to be the certain position, but yet whenever I stood in that position, I would get like pushback. So the boss at the time just wanted to control everything and wanted to be every position instead of, letting each person be in the position that they were brought in to be in. So it was Colossians 3:23-24. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. It is the Lord Christ you are serving. That scripture right there got me through probably another year. And I'm so grateful that I found that scripture when I did, because there was confusion, right? And we all know where confusion comes from. And that scripture right there, there was a project that we were working on, or campaign, and I didn't agree with where it was going, because this brand was supposed to be a certain way, right? Like the brand voice, and they were literally going the complete opposite. So anyway, this scripture really helped me, because it got to a point where like I just had to do it. And anything that I do, I always want it to be its best as a creative. And so once I found the scripture and turned my mindset into everything that I do is for the Lord, everything that my hands touch is for you, Lord. I'll just never forget it, that whenever I presented those designs, that, I mean, they were just like, wow, these are great, da, da, da. And I was able to do it in a way that shined a light on that brand, like still, showed respect. It didn't lean into what they were trying to lean to, but made everybody happy. So anyway, like that scripture really helped me a lot get through that moment. So I actually was not expecting to share that story, but that's where we went. Maybe there's a creative friend of mine right now going through a moment at Colossians 3:23-24. So if you are feeling you're just like the world is coming down on you, that scripture right there will help. I hope you have an amazing day. I am going to get up, get ready, go to the gym, and then I'm going to have an amazing day of continuing to work for the Lord as I get projects done for my amazing clients. I'm Candace Madrid. I steward Christ River Media, CDM Creative. I'll put some links so you can learn a little bit more about the services that we provide there. And then also too, I am working on a community for creatives who just need a community that I needed 5 years ago, that I needed last year, that I need now. And it's just a community of creatives. We are creative service providers. We're building brands. We're videographers. We're editors. We're graphic designers. We're out here helping others build their brands, and wanting to truly create a space that there's no competition there. We're truly here to help each other, give each other feedback, and just grow together. Having critiques, having feedback that really helps us push ourselves and grow. And here, I'll put that link in the descriptions as well. I hope that you have an amazing day, and if you're feeling some sort of way, read your word. Bye.